The Lagos State government says it will partner with the federal government and the private sector to boost tourism in Lagos State. Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture in Lagos State, Toke Benson Awoyinka, made this known during an inspection tour to tourist attraction in Lagos State. Places Benson Awoyinka visited includes J Randle Centre for Yoruba Culture and History, Loving Lagos Onikon, National Museum and Freedom Park. In her address, the Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture says Lagos is a huge city filled with so much history. In his address, Managing Director of Sterling Bank, Mr. Abubakar Sulaiman, promised funding for investment in the tourism sector in Lagos with a view to making profits and attract more foreign investors to make Lagos a global tourist attraction in line with international standard. Director General, National Commission for Museum and Monuments Nigeria, Olugbile Holloway, expressed the hope that partnership would birth more global recognition for the country and Lagos. He observed that there are a lot of hidden treasures which the younger generation, which he referred to as Gen Zs, did not know about the tourism heritage of the country. The partnership with the Lagos State government is coming ahead of the World Tourism Day, which will be celebrated next week Friday on the 27th of September with the theme Tourism and Green Investment.
Lagos is open to business. Lagos is open to promote tourism. Lagos is open to showcase our art and our heritage, our culture. We're embedded with so much culture, and this is the time to show it. So we're going to create that enabling environment for all the businesses in Lagos to thrive, for collaborations, for people, for our young people to thrive. Because if you look around us, we have a demography of very, very young individuals who are waiting out there, seeking that for us to hold up that hand, and we're ready for them now.
Art and culture space is one space. It doesn't matter who you are speaking to. They have the same objective. We are all coming from the same history. We are producing the same outcome. It doesn't work to just partner with one person. The objective is for everyone to be in the room. It's a story. The story must have a beginning, a middle and end, and that is why the Lagos State, the ministry for instance, is orchestrating that. They are the one that can call all of us to the table and we sit down and we think about how to do this properly, not haphazardly. As we go along, we imagine ourselves being able to put funding behind those who are trying to grow tourism, invest in hospitality, invest in hotels, invest in the transport that connects them, and in some cases work with museums and monuments and ensure that we can preserve these things in a form that not just for our enjoyment, but also for the future generation.
Begin to retell our stories. The National Museum itself is a national monument, and within that we have artifacts that go as far back as the 15th century. So these artifacts tell not just the Lagos State story, but the story of Nigeria. And by partnering with Lagos State, we can make the National Museum a tourist destination in a wider ecosystem of cultural tourism. Oniko itself is a cultural hub. Today we went to the Oniko House, we went to the National Museum, we went to the Randle Centre, but you know we also have the Muson Centre here. So this in itself can be made a tourist hub. And by working with the Lagos State government and incorporating the National Museum, it's obvious that now with this handshake, gone are the days where you say, oh, this is state, this is federal. As far as visitors are concerned, I'm sure they don't have any business knowing which is state or federal.